Some lights were made for distance, not for windows small as mine. A moon to cross another rooftop, a star too proud for lower skies. You came with silence wrapped around you, like winter holding back the spring. And I stood there with empty hands, afraid to touch a shining thing. I told my heart to keep its border, to let the river find the sea. But some reflections enter water and stay where they were not meant to be. I counted all the roads between us, the names, the doors, the falling snow. Yet every time I stepped away, your shadow learned the way to go. Dream too warm for me to sleep. I feared my hands were only rain, too small to hold the morning through. But you made home inside my silence and taught my heart that it was true. You were the light I thought would pass, yet still you turned to me. And all the skies I called to distant bent low enough to breathe. I had learned to smile through weather, to hide the ache beneath my sleeve, to carry every little sorrow as if it weighed nothing on me. Then you looked at me so gently, not as something weak to save, but as a firework standing beside a heart the storm could not unmake. When I ran after your footsteps, when worry burned through all my pride, it was not fear that moved me forward, it was the thread I felt inside. I thought my name would trouble yours like dust upon a painted screen, but you held it like a quiet vow, as if it had always been clean. You were the light I thought would pass, a lantern I could never keep, a spring wind over frozen grass, a dream too warm for me to sleep. I feared my hands were only rain, too small to hold the morning through. But you made home inside my silence and taught my heart that it was true. You were the light I thought would pass, yet still you turned to me. And all the skies I called to distant bent low enough to breathe. If red threads hide beneath the snow, then ours was tied before I knew. I only felt the wind to soften whenever I was near to you. You were not a far-off blessing, not a dream beyond my door. You became the cup left warm at evening, the step I listened for. So let the lanterns keep their secrets, let the river hold its song. I had thought you were not mine to love, but I loved you all along. You were the light I thought would pass, the moon that crossed my quiet room, the spring that found my hidden garden and taught its flowers how to bloom. I gave you all my you stayed beside my door, and all the life I kept alone was lonely.